Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Crafty Saturday. My name's Michelle Irene, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm really happy to be here with you today. I've got some love in the air. Today's my card club. So you know, on Card Club Saturdays, our projects are short and sweet and easy to recreate because I've got people coming over in an hour. So I've got to go make sure that everything's set up in the studio and ready to go. Now, you know that all week I have been doing the Meant to Be stamp set, and I showed you how to do with framelits, without framelits. I created some rustic looks, but today we're in club, we're going to be doing the Meant to Be set as well. We've got 3 cards that we're making. We're going to make 2 each of these 3 designs. So here's this one, and then this one, kind of a traditional heart. And then here's a little more rustic feel as well. And then for the very first time, we're going to be doing a 3D project or a home decor project. And that one is right here. So this is pretty cool. I'm trying to see who's popping on this morning, and I can't see any of you today. It's not showing up on my video or anything, so it's really strange. Technology is not always our friend, but I know that you're there. Oh, there, it just popped up on my screen. Isn't that crazy? That's wild. Anyway, so I see Anne is there. Good morning, Anne. It's good to see you, my friend. This is the project that I'm going to make with you right now. But I want to show you the framelits that go with the Meant to Be or the other Valentine's set in the catalog are so cool. These are the framelits, and some of them are a little bit tricky. For example, let me grab one here. This one here, and this is the one we're going to use today in our project. It looks like it makes a scallop heart, but when you punch it out, you just get a plain, right? You just get a plain heart. You wonder where the rest of it is. If you've got these, make sure and look on the inside, because this scallop piece seems to like to stay tucked up under there. So it's going to be there, and you just kind of need to poke it out, and you can use your little rolly tool, or take your pick tool, or you can even use your snips and, you know, work it in that little hole there. But don't think it's not there, it just likes to hide. And the same is true, I've noticed, for the larger heart. See, this will cut this out, and you get 2 pieces. You get the scallop shape, and then you get the larger plain heart. So those are pretty cool, and I love this. This is that filigree heart. It's just gorgeous, and it's so pretty, and the Meant to Be stamps right in the center of that. All right, so I'm going to move that out of the way. All of the measurements today are going to be over on my blog at www.makingmemorieswithmichelle.com, and if you share my video or make a comment, you'll be entered into my weekly prize patrol. So we have 2 winners every week, and prize patrol will mail out next week because it's the end of the month. So if you've won this month with any of the prizes, then we are good to go. All right, so I have a piece of lovely lipstick, and you know, this is grid paper, so you can measure it. It's 7 by 4.5. Then I'm going to grab a piece of my wood textures paper, and let's see, let's pick a good one. I love this wood. Ooh, I like that one. That one, this piece happens to be my favorite. All right, so we're going to trim. This is 7 by 4.5, so we're going to trim it an inch shorter. So I want this to be 6 by 3.5. So I'm going to grab my trimmer. And I'm just going to trim. Scoring tool right here. Okay? Put that aside. Now, I have a 1/2 inch border all the way around. And I don't usually do a 1/2 inch because on a card we don't have that much room. But today on our piece here, I do. So I have taken my large letter framelits and I cut out a V and an E and an L out, and then I did one of these heart scalloped frames. Remember, that's the one I said that gets tucked up underneath that framelit. So I already pre-cut that, and I cut that out of Lovely Lipstick Foil, which is the Celebration foil pack. So it comes in Lovely Lipstick and Grapefruit Grove. And, you know, if you were going to buy this bundle with the heart framelits, then you could get that foil for free. And then I also cut twice. Ooh, there's a little piece there. I'll trim off in a minute. So I used this heart die twice. I used it on the foil, and then I used it on silver glimmer paper. Okay, and that's going to fit right inside. So let me get my snips and give that a little trim. Looks like it just got a little on the outside. Okay, so let me show you. I've got some mini dimensionals. Somewhere. Here they are. These came in a pack of paper pumpkin, but I've got mini dimensionals out on the table already for the ladies that are coming. And we're going to put mini dimensionals all along our large letter cutouts. Now I like these little ones because they fit absolutely perfectly. And I want you to make sure that you leave enough room. Now when you get down to this L, find those crafty scissors. Remember, these are the ones I used to trim my stamps. So just put that back on there. Then I'm going to take some on the V. And you want to make sure that you have enough to really support all of your letters. Now on that one, you had one that you cut already. Ah! It's stuck to my scissors. And you can just lay that along the side. Okay? Now I know that you know how to put down dimensionals. See? That's going to be too big, so trim that one too. I have someone new coming to club today. I hope she finds the house. It seems that Google Maps gives people different directions every time they come to my house. So that's kind of a pain. Okay, now before I put take those dimensional backs off, let's get it lined up so it looks pretty straight. Okay, and if you want, you can go ahead. Let's see. I have a sheet here of soft seafoam, and I'm going to line that up right against that grid mark. So that I can see that I'm nice and straight. No, that one's sticking. Okay, so there's our O. Now the trick when you are using this framelit and this piece is to take it, flip it over, and we're going to take some dimensionals on the opposite side. And so I've got, again, my mini dimensionals, and I want to get right on that seam. It would probably help if I wore my glasses doing this, don't you think? But by getting the seam on that, you're going to hold both pieces together. And it shouldn't pop out. Now I say shouldn't because you know I'm live, and things happen when you're doing a Facebook Live that you don't expect to happen. Like dogs barking, okay? So I'm going to take and remove all my pieces. Anne says glasses are very helpful. They are, aren't they? See that? What we've done is we've made sure that those are nice and secure. Okay. So I'm going to put that one there. Whoops. Now, if you're using paper pumpkin dimensionals, I think they're a little bit taller than our regular ones. I could be wrong, but that's kind of how I feel. But we don't have to worry about it because they should all be the same height. Have a good day at work, Susan. Susan's gonna go work at the Hickory Mountain Antique booth today. Hope they have a good day. It's a beautiful day here. There's sunshine. So if you got my club to go, it goes out in the mail on Monday. We will do a Facebook Live crafting session Thursday night, not Wednesday. Thursday night at 8 o'clock. I'll do a private host or Facebook group for us. Okay? Lovely. Now, I'm going to take some liquid glue. And I don't usually use liquid glue, but because this is a little heavier and I don't want it to move. This is brand new. There it is. Okay? And it also helps if you don't have it positioned straight. Liquid glue will give you just a little wiggle room to lay that on your paper and move it. Okay? Now, again, this is 8.5 by 5.5 paper. So you can play with what you want your background to look like. So there's that little heart. That's kind of nice. Okay. Let's see, I was playing with this last night, so I'll show you all the designs I came up with, okay? I kind of like that one. Oh, we can get the frame out. Okay. So these frames I got last spring. I bought, I think, like 20 of them, and I've been waiting for the perfect project. And I think this is the perfect project, don't you? I really think they're great. Now, if I didn't want it to be quite so stark and I wanted it to match my paper here, then I could stain it. I thought about sponging it last night with one of the big Stampin' Up! Sponges, and doing it with like a wash kind of early espresso. I think it would depend on what your own home decor is. Anyways, so then what I would do is I would glue it to this piece of Designer Series paper. And if you wanted it even sturdier, you could use some of that chipboard that comes in the back of your Designer Series paper, cut it to the same size, and then glue it to that. So now I'm going to take, this looks a little plain, so let's take a piece of this silver and white baker's twine and make 2 pieces, and I'm just going to tie a double bow. Whoops. Trim off my ends. And grab a glue dot. And today I'm using all my paper pumpkin materials, so I've got a paper pumpkin glue dot here. Or I did. There it is. I carried all my adhesive into my craft room. Okay. And you can trim those edges or those ends as much as you like. Those seem a little bit wonky this morning. And you could even add some of those beautiful, these are hard to see. Is that better? I don't know. These are the epoxy hearts, or epoxy heart droplets. So you could take a few of these even. Where's that? Let's take some of these. They don't show up as well on my dark paper as they did on an earlier project. All right, but just little accents. And if you wanted, you could take your lovely Lipstick Blends marker and color it. Okay, so again, your liquid glue, and there's a fun, easy home decor craft project for you. So thanks for joining me today. I'm gonna go get ready for my ladies club. Again, if you are getting it to go, and it's a big group this month, then that is mailing out to you. The last of the paper shares are also going to go into those club packs if you ordered it. So you should get those in the mail all next week. Again, measurements and full details on what supplies I used will be out on my blog. And please feel free to share Leave a comment and I will choose someone for Prize Patrol in the middle of next week. All right? Can I show you my twine storage? I can. Okay, so this is my twine storage, Leslie. It's some really nice little boxes, and I'll show you the other one. I had to go get them off the shelf. So this, it came in a set. So this one has like little partitions. And then I keep my gold thread in one because it's always getting all over my space. And then here's another one. So this came in a set of 4 and I got them at Home Goods last spring. So go in the storage aisle of Home Goods. But I really like those. And it keeps them all tidy and in one space, and it doesn't take up a lot of room on my shelf. Great question. Anybody else have any questions? If so, leave me a comment down below and I'll do my best to answer them. My blog will not be up right away today because I've got club coming over. So, oh, and then my son is coming home from the mountains. So the blog will be up probably later tomorrow. All right. Have a great Saturday. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.